as you can see today, I'm doing another baking video. I only did one last week, and these won't be something that I'm going to be filming like super often. But yeah, I just thought I would bake today because I love these cookies. I used to make them all the time and I haven't made them in ages. So the cookies I'm going to be making today are the milk and white chocolate cookies from Tanya Burr's Love Tanya book. I love these cookies because you only cook them for like 10 to 12 minutes and they're super soft inside. I mean, I do them slightly under because, as most of you guys will know, I like slightly undercooked things. Is that weird? I just feel like with cookies it's nice when they're soft and squidgy inside and almost still a bit doughy. So yeah, I don't like them super cooked. And also these cookies are super massive. They're literally like this big. I mean, you'll see, I always make the mistake of making them too big. So I've got all my ingredients laid out. I've got my flour, or actually that's just normal flour, so I need to get some baking soda. Oh, this is baking powder, but same thing. And then I've got caster sugar, 1 egg, some butter. I don't know if I should use the Floralite butter. Are you supposed to use that in baking? Oh well. And then I have 400 grams of chocolate. So you need 200 grams of milk chocolate and 200 grams of white chocolate. I didn't get the decent chocolate just because that is quite like expensive if you're having 400 grams. So yeah, these are really chocolatey, so I might only need 300 grams. And yeah, then I've got a bowl, which is the ugliest bowl you will ever see. I was actually thinking of putting a mixing bowl on my Christmas list. Is that sad? And my rubbish 200-year-old scales that are really bad. I hate that I'm filming so much when it's like autumn. Like, it's the middle of November. It's at 4 PM it gets dark, which makes it impossible to film. So hope I can do this before the sun goes down. Oh, and I also have my whisker. So first I need 200 grams of butter. I also need a spoon. I'm gonna use my cute little serial killer spoon from Lana's Basket. How cute is that? I really recommend, if you are in recovery from an eating disorder, to get really cute like crockery and, oh my god, to get cute crockery and cutlery and stuff, because, I mean, you'll see on my Instagram, I've got like my own separate part of this cupboard just filled with my own cute little plates and bowls and stuff, because it just made eating like a lot more fun when I was struggling at the beginning in January. Okay, whoa. How much do I need? 200 grams. Oh my god, that was 200. Now we need 300 grams of caster sugar. Into the bowl you go. Then I'm gonna whisk these, because I feel like it's easier to whisk as you go rather than just bunging it all in and then whisking it. Add in the egg. And 325 grams of self-raising flour. Like I said, I've got normal flour, so I'm going to add like a tiny little teaspoon of baking powder. Add the flour in bit by bit, because if not, it will go everywhere. I think this happened last time. It's still like thick cake mixture, it's nowhere near doughy. So yeah, I think this happened last time. I just have to add a load more flour. It's probably also because I'm whisking it. I whisked down, but didn't really help. Like, I reckon I probably put like 500 grams of flour in. Okay, finally, well now I've got too much flour. I never leave the kitchen tidy when I bake. It always looks an absolute state. Why did I wear a black jumper? Now I'm gonna kind of like knead this because I did add a bit too much flour. So usually I don't have to do this. Usually it is fine, but because I had to add so much flour for some reason, I ended up putting in too much. I'm gonna break up all the chocolate. You see how I break it up, but I don't just do it in the squares. Obviously I do it a bit smaller, although I do like big chunks of chocolate in my cookies. It's already getting dark and it's 3 o'clock, although that might be because it's about to rain, but 3 o'clock! What? Anyway, it's 200 years later and I have finally cut up all the chocolate. I cut them into like this kind of a size. Not tiny, but not like, you know, massive chunks. This is actually a little bit smaller than I usually do, but yeah. And usually I would mix that in with the mixture now, but I'm just gonna make the cookie and then add the chocolate in as I go. So obviously the cookie like expands, like, you know, it gets bigger, it grows when it bakes. And these are supposed to be big, but I don't like to do them. I've made the mistake before of doing them big when I put them on the tray, so that when they rise, they're literally like the size of a human. I think like a fistful of dough is fine, and then kind of flatten it out so it is thick because it will spread. And yeah, now I'm just gonna add the chocolate. Actually, I think I'll probably have to do that. And then mix it. And then shape it. I might take a little bit less dough because obviously add in the chocolate. Kiki, don't try and get up, baby. I have a small hand, so this is about like the size of my palm. I'll probably be able to fit 3 on a tray at once, just because they do grow. It's not a very wide tray. Cookies out of these, but that's fine because I mean, even though I tried to make them a bit smaller, I probably made them a bit too big again. I've turned the lighting on because I've become aware of how bad the lighting is outside. Like, now I've got chocolate left over. Might have to save that for later. Oh, Kiki, am I not giving you attention? I'm sorry. I don't think I have one single video on my channel that doesn't have you in it. Fun fact, I'm actually allergic to cats. A tidy kitchen. Whoa. Oh my god. Gonna see how clean this comes out. Oh, quite clean, but I can feel that it's like, I think they're good. I think once it goes a bit brown and hard on the top,